100% Chelsea, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another transfer show, but I've done it at this time as well so I can give you the lineups and potentially preview our game against Bayern Munich. Now Laurenz's review will be out later tonight. He is on a course in Vienna, so bear with us. It's not going to be instantaneous after the game. It will be out this evening, so make sure you have a look at that when it comes out. But let's get straight into the lineups for today's game. Now, I'm using OneFootball to have a look at this, so guys, make sure you go and check them out. But guys, as it looks, we're going for a 3-4-3. Yeah, it's 3-4-3 again. So you know we're not changing up formation. It's looking good. Jeremy Boga, after his excellent performance against Arsenal, is coming straight into the side, with Batshuayi starting again after impressing with 2 goals. Willian starting on that right hand side, with Alonso and Moses staying in their position as wing backs. Fabregas is staying in that midfield role alongside N'Golo Kante, with Cahill, Christensen, Azpilicueta and Courtois making up our defence and goalkeeper. So guys, let me know your thoughts on that once, well, when this might come out just before kick-off, so let me know your thoughts on the lineup. Do you agree with it? What do you think of it? I think it's looking pretty sharp. I'm very happy with that. But anyway, let's get straight into today's transfer news. Now, in a surprise move, when I woke up this morning and had a little look at it, it seems that we are being linked with Everton central midfielder Tom Davies. Now, Tom Davies obviously had an amazing breakout season with Everton last season, scoring a fantastic goal against Manchester City. But again, this just feels like it's us going to get hold of English players because we don't have enough. Well done, guys. I like Tom Davies as a player. I just don't think it suits us. I don't think it's the right move. I'd love to have him, but I want him to grow a bit more. And if we're going to bring him in, what will happen is we'll start learning him out again, and he'll become part of that loan army. And I think Tom Davies is too good for that. And for me, as an Englishman as well, I feel that we need to let the English talent develop. And if we're going to buy English talent, I want us to buy it when it's at the pinnacle of the game. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Would you like to have seen Tom Davies in a Chelsea shirt? Moving on to our next bit of transfer news, and this is kind of an all-in-one. I was using HITC Sport, and that's where I saw it. Antonio Conte is far from done with his summer spending. Apparently, I don't know about this one, but I think we're being linked with Virgil van Dijk again, despite apparently yesterday being told that we weren't interested anymore. Apparently, we've been linked with him again, a £70 million move for the Dutch centre-back after he was left out of Southampton's pre-season tour. He's training alone. He's obviously keen for a move. I don't think we need him. I think we've got plenty of centre-backs. I think it'd be a pointless move. But what do you think? Let me know. Do you think that Virgil van Dijk will be a good centre-back and a good acquisition for Chelsea? Our next story concerns it's pretty good actually. You know, I was looking at it last season. I think he would be a fantastic buy for us. Antonio Candreva of Lazio. Apparently, we've been linked with a £30 million move with him, despite him moving last year. He is 30 years old, so 30 million quid for a 30-year-old in the current market is all right. He's a seasoned Italian international. He's played for Inter. He's played at Lazio as well. There's many other clubs that he's played for, and he's performed excellently throughout his time in the Serie A. Obviously, Conte is keen on Serie A players. For me, I think that Antonio Candreva would be an excellent acquisition. He can play anywhere along that right-hand side. If we want to play the wing-back role, we can do. If we wanted to play a 3-5-2 with Candreva, for me, he'd be suitable. He's good going forward. He can defend as well. He's something which I guess Conte's looking at. We are looking at playing 3-5-2. Batshuayi and Morata have been pictured in the same bibs, I guess. Is that because that's how they do the training and that they have been pictured playing together. So there's clearly a sense of we need to change it up a bit, because 3-4-3 was found out towards the back end of the season. Candreva will be a fantastic option for that right hand side. And for me, like I was saying about Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso, as fantastic as they are, they're not the top quality which is going to see you win Champions Leagues and be up there. Don't get me wrong, fantastic season last year, absolutely fantastic players, but they were coached very well by Antonio Conte as well. And I feel like Marcos Alonso knew that he was kind of a stopgap player. I personally thought he was fantastic. I love him. I'd love to see him stay and see what we can do. And the same goes for Victor Moses. But clearly we need to bulk up our squad if we're going into the Champions League. And considering that last season when Moses was injured or he was out, and we put Azpilicueta out right wing back, as great as Azpilicueta is as a right back, a left back, a wing back, he's not attacking enough in my opinion. I feel that his strength is in the defence. And where he was almost like that player that did the cleaning up behind David Luiz and Gary Cahill in that 3 at the back last season, I thought that was perfect. But Antonio Candreva for me would be a fantastic option to bring in as a wing-back to potentially play 3-5-2 or to replace Victor Moses in other games as well in terms of squad rotation. Guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think? Would you like to see Candreva join Chelsea Football Club? Our next story is a rumour that refuses to die. It refuses to go. Apparently, we've been linked with Alex Sandro again, a £60 million move. It keeps going. Again, another fantastic option to play 3-5-2, can attack as well. Was playing in a more forward position for Juventus at some points this season. But at the end of the day, no, I feel like this is now a dead rumour and it's just something that's going to keep circulating. It reminds me of Koulibaly last summer after we were reporting it continuously. I think that it's a pointless transfer. I'd love to see him in a Chelsea shirt, but it's a pointless story now. Pointless transfer story. That's what I meant. Very sorry. Not a pointless transfer. It'd be great to have him. But I think at the end of the day that Alex Sandro as a player is fantastic. But I don't think the 60 million fee is really worth it. Well, Kyle Walker was obviously worth 53 million. That this would surpass the record. Do we really want to fork out a transfer record for Alex Sandro, or is there other options that we have available that could potentially be just as good in those positions? You know, I think it's worth looking at some alternatives, but if this is the only option and we have to fork out the 60 million, I think we should really think about it. With the way that the story's been going on, I'm not convinced it's true, but I'll report it because, you know, it's an important thing for us to keep up on. I feel that Alex Sandro would be a great acquisition, but at the same time, is he really worth the price tag? Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think that Alex Sandro would be a good acquisition and worthwhile for Chelsea Football Club, considering the market that we're in? Or do you think it's worth for us looking at alternatives? Let me know. Our final story for today concerns a player which he's not been great as a right back at Barcelona. He definitely wouldn't be a wing back, but he is a potential option for our midfield in Sergi Roberto. We are apparently willing to meet his buyout clause of 40 million euros from Barcelona. That's a snip, really. I mean, he is an international. I don't know. Well, 40 million for a player which has been basically attacked all season by the press, by people that watch La Liga. You know, he's not a right back. That's one thing that we can be sure of. He is naturally, I think, a defensive midfielder, and I think for what we need here, we don't need another destroyer. But apparently he passes a lot as well. I think that Sergio, I guess for 40 million is a decent option. But I think, again, looking at other options, do you want a player which has been absolutely belittled in a league where technical ability is high, and you know, he's as a defender as well, you've got to be able to defend. You know, if he can't put in the tackles in the centre of the park, that's a bit of an issue for us, considering that if we play a 3-4-3, I know you have Kante alongside you, and there might be two of them on the pitch at once, but you can't exactly keep hold of him the whole time. You know, keep hold of the situation, I guess, would be the best way of putting it. He can't do it on his own. And that's why I think we played Matic this season. We've already bought in the destroyer and Bakayoko. We've got rid of Chalobah, which, you know, I'm not very happy about if you've been checking my Twitter. But I think that, you know, we've got Fabregas, we've got Bakayoko, we've got Kante, we've got other options that are available. Obviously, those three are our firm first choices. If Matic stays, we'll have Matic as well, but I really cannot see him staying. Apparently, he's been linked with a move away to Juventus. But, you know, dude, Sergi Roberto, would it be a good move? Would it not, guys? Let me know down in the comment section below. But for the last time today, just before the game, I will run through this lineup with you. We are playing a 3-4-3 against Bayern Munich in the International Champions Cup. We are playing Courtois in goal, Cahill, Christensen and Aspilicueta as part of the back three, with Alonso and Moses making up our wing backs. We have Fabregas and N'Golo Kante playing that central midfield role, with Boga on the left wing, Willian on the right and Batshuayi playing down the middle after a superb performance against Arsenal. Morata does make the bench. He is available to play, and apparently will be playing a part in this game against Bayern Munich, which is very exciting. Jake Hart-Salter, Loic Remy, Kyle Scott, Eduardo Tomori, David Luiz, Bulka, Thomas Callas, Lewis Baker, Pasalic and Willy Caballero make up the remaining spaces on the bench. But guys, leave your thoughts of the transfer show down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about all the stories. Obviously, let me know what do you think about the lineup. Do you think that Alvaro Morata hopefully will be playing a big part in today's game? It would be great to see him in a Chelsea shirt at last. But again, guys, Laurenz's review will be out a bit later tonight. He is on a course in Vienna. He's bettering himself. You know what? I'm proud of him, and he deserves a little break. So he deserves a little bit of slack. So his review will be out a bit later tonight. Again, very sorry for no videos yesterday. We're going to be back on track with content again. So make sure you hit that like button of this video. Make sure you subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social links are down in the description for Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow me on my personal Twitter as well as all the others, as we do tweet about Chelsea quite a lot, considering it's the club that we support. But anyway guys, I'll see you later and I'll catch you soon.